All right, we've got a $1,000 half dollar bag here today. If you've seen our videos, you'll know that we have the opportunity to hunt some bags. So we've got $1,000 of half dollars. Hopefully, find some good stuff. We're gonna be looking for varieties as we go and kind of taking our time, and hopefully we find some silver. So I'll let you guys know if we find anything. All right, so we're actually just each got our first little handful. Just barely going through. That's all I've thrown aside so far. We found a couple of NIFCs, 2018s, and 2003 my lady found. But I bring you in because look at that. I'd say we've got some goodies in this box. That's a 90%er, 64 Kennedy off the rip. We might be in for a bag. All right, bring it back. Still on that first handful. And look what's there. We got a 68, so 40% silver. So already 2 silver, 190, 140. I don't know about keeping all these 2018s. We find so many of these 2018s in our area. We've only done 3 boxes and we have a full tube in 3 boxes of 18 P&Ds. I don't know. We got to figure that out if we need to be keeping this stuff because it's kind of insane. All right, we're gonna hunt for some more silver. Okay, this box, or bag rather, might be, this is my second handful. I didn't even start to look through it yet. I mean, look at that. What the heck?
That's a nice looking one too.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
1937. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, we're gonna dive in here and see what else we got. All right, little update on the board. Yeah, just piling up the 18s, P&Ds, quite a bit more NIFCs. We're only a couple more handfuls in. 17s, 16s, we got an 11, a 10, a couple of 03s, and an 04. And then, yeah, reminder, we had that Walker, a 64 and a 68, and we have found another 68. And actually this 67. One, she found when she just picked up the pile and she set down her pile, heard it. So another 67 there. All right, we'll keep looking for silver. All right, we're back for another update. Must have had a find. The frickin' NIFCs are just stacking up. I mean, we're not even a quarter way through this bag. This is ridiculous, guys. Look at the frickin' 18s. But we've got a handful, I mean, of all different kinds of years here going on. But that's not what was cool. Heard these ones pop out too. Another 40%er. What do we got there? 68. I can't even see that. My eyes are getting bad. We got a 68, 40% silver, and, oh 45. Yeah, another Walker.
It's a 45.
45, she says. I have to trust her. I can't frickin' see, guys. I've had perfect vision my whole life, and I guess it's not happening right now, but what a beauty. Both of these have been really in good shape. All right, let's get back in this bag. Another handful update. Oh shit, I can't see. But I pulled a 40%er. I think it was a 67, I believe. And then she's pulled out.
It is a 67 and yours is too.
Pretty nice 67, another 40%er. So 2 more 40%ers for the board. 67, put that 68 up there, keep the nice one on top. That's 1, 2, 3 90s, including the 2 Walkers. And we're up to 6 40s. Whole bunch of NIFCs. Oh my gosh, the 18s. Not even halfway through the bag. I gotta get back in there. Back in for a handful update. Actually pulled another 90. 90% that is. Another 64. And over here, she just pulled out a nice looking 69. I'm sick of keeping these 18s. What the hell? Look at this. What? All right, let's get back in there. All right, another little update. I believe, I'm guessing we're halfway, maybe a little short, but We just pulled another couple of, ooh, look at that, a 90%, 64. And a, no, that's a 2004. Okay, false alarm there. Let's throw that up here in the NIFCs. It's hard to keep track, especially with all those. I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break here. I'm gonna do some scoping, go through that stuff, but let's get this 64 up into the pile and update you. So we're at 590s.
So you just listen to the sound.
Yeah, you can hear it
Just
when you
sounds
take
good.
handfuls. It's different than doing a roll. Like you take a handful out and you can and you drop it and you can. We're learning you can hear the silver if you get one. So, but yeah, it's kind of fun. So we've got 590s with the 2 walkers, and then we've got 2 67s, 1, 2, 3, 4 68s, and a 69. So 7 40%ers, 12 silver. We're gonna do some scoping. We'll be back in a little bit. All right, little update after we had taken a break. We've got that much left in the bag. So we got a little bit more left. Had gotten a little slower there other than these. Oh my gosh, I can't stand seeing another 2018. Those stacks are all 2018, which are supposed to be hard to find, but yeah. But there's all our other NIFCs, but yeah, a few more silver here. We just kind of got on a little run. Had a really toned 64, didn't even see it from the edge. And then a 67, and another 67. So 2 more 40s there, and a 90.
These are 68s.
Yep, she's got a few over here, 68. 68. Oh, paint on that one. What was that one?
66.
66, I think that's the first 66 of the bag. And then a couple of 64s, including a really nice one right there. Nice shiny 64. So yeah. Crazy. A little bit more left. We'll go through that. Update you guys on how many. Still looking good. All right, back with the wrap up. Bag's done. We got a lot to look through. I did a bunch in the break. I did like down to here of the 71s. I don't know about you guys, but I do not know how to look for a DDO yet, but I'm trying to learn. But we did finally find our first proof, 2015. Pretty nice condition. And then I had to look this one up because I found a 1978 with an S mint there, and because it doesn't look very proofy, but I think it has to be a proof. So I do believe that's a proof. So we found a couple of proofs at the end. No more silver. So recap, crap ton of 2008 NIFCs, or 18, sorry. But a good amount of other NIFCs. These rows here are all NIFCs. And then silver. We got the 2 walkers. Can't believe we didn't find a Benji in there. Yeah, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. So that's 9 90s with the 7 64 Kennedys there. A 66. 4 67s. 6 68s. And a 69. So don't find any 70s, but man, what a heck of a bag, guys.
Our best hunt yet of.
Yeah, $half have been crap for us. We've done, I think, two boxes, and we got one smaller bag, and like a $500 bag, and we didn't have any silver yet. So we had been finding a ton of. I don't know what I'm doing with these 18s. Like, can I sell these? Like, can I? We were getting mad every time we found one. Well, a lot of scoping to do, but I'm going to cut the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time.